Hello everyone, and welcome to a Staggrass Creations vlog. This is like part 2 of last episode. We haven't missed much. My glove is now stuck to the arm. I'm just continuing building these Tharn Ravagers. And since last time, I decided not just to use super glue, but super glue activator as well from Army Painter. So now that I have that, this is going much better. Not pulling my hair out trying to freaking fit these arms on. Like, maybe I put on the wrong arms. Nope. I just needed some bending. Otherwise they fit perfectly. Okay, so let's get the activator in here. Go. I'm gonna need to put in green stuff, fill in the gaps. It's pretty bad in some places. Yeah, especially there you can see that. Oh, you can definitely see that. Yeah, gotta fix that. Base okay. Base is okay. This is the axe on the last regular dude. I'm just gonna super glue it all. Do it all at once. Maybe I did choose the wrong axe. There's no indication. Just like, really? It's like an unruly child. You just gotta bend it to your will. That doesn't even look right either. Ah, there we go. It's facing weird. Guess the key was off a little bit, so I just like accidentally put it in the wrong way. But now it's good. Yep, now it's good. too. Okay, now this one shouldn't have too many gaps because his arms are separated. We're gonna do it like the box. Gonna have his axe like that, kind of. Come on. A little backstory on me. I started this hobby like 10 years ago now. Long time ago. To me anyway. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that are much bigger veteran status than mine, much longer veteran status than mine. Started just waltzing around the one of the malls that I frequented, and looking for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. By the way, Yu-Gi-Oh is still a big thing around here. I'm sure it is in most areas as well too. But yeah, at that time we were looking for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We waltzed into a Games Workshop thinking, oh, of course, this place has to sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Nope, they sold models. And they got that question a lot, so yeah, they did the whole explanation. I was already sold on it. I saw 10 years ago was 3rd edition, when at the end, sort of almost the end, maybe a couple years before the end of 3rd edition 40K, where they had the Dark Eldar and Space Marine starter set. So I was already in love with it. My brother was gonna go in on it too, so we got our parents to get us the starter set, and then we lived happily ever after. Yeah, so I got Dark Eldar. He got Space Marines. His favorite color is still red. So of course he had to choose Blood Angels, and there was the Blood Angels Codex out there at the time, so that was his army. And it still is. His 40K army has not changed one iota. It is still Blood Angels through and through. I mean, like, he tried out the vanilla codex a couple times. Like, he finds it fine, but the whole, like, Blood Angels lore and everything, he just loves it. It was good. It was really good. Loved all my 40K stuff. Still love all my 40K stuff. That is my first love in tabletop gaming. Like, I've switched not switched, like, Dark Eldar will always have a special place in my heart. But I had like a Space Marine army at one point. I also have a Dark Eldar, or a Imperial Guard army. I mean, that. I moved to other game systems. War Machine. I have a thing for Malifaux. I haven't played Malifaux at all though, but I have a warband for it. That doesn't go there. That goes kind of there. These heads are difficult to choose. Oh, there we go. Ah, we'll do that one. Because like the key for them isn't straight. Look at that. The neck is angled. So obviously they modeled this guy's head turned. Can't have it on certain ones because you just can't have his horn inside of the axe, right? This one fits almost perfectly if it would just stay. The reason I'm all alone for dinner today is my fiance is going to a friend's wedding. I was not invited. Well, I mean, like, I guess I could have been invited, but I'm not exactly like up in arms about not being invited, so that's okay. So we're gonna put this one in this here too. This guy's head's turned as well. I find that so weird. Like, why not just have a universal, like, lump that you can just stick on instead of it being keyed? Then that way you can turn the head however you want, instead of it being like, you have to have it in this direction or else it will be facing like behind him. Because like it would be nice to be able to kind of customize the look where they're looking. This guy's head's also turned, but this one isn't. This one has like the universal lump, but this one does not. So see, it has to go. That's like the back of his head, dead. It has to be here. It's kind of like looking at his target, getting ready to attack or defend. Maybe this is a defensive stance. I don't know. I don't wield axes. I'm not trained in axe wielding. I would need to re-roll my character sheet for my life in order to do that. Any of you guys ever play like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that? Do you ever like think of yourself as a D&D character and what kind of stats you rolled? I guess I haven't thought about it, but whenever me and my friends have like a skill or something like that, learn this or a personality trait or something like that. Like my friend grows a nice beard, and he's like, yeah, I spec'd into beard, but no luck. So he's just a guy with a beard and survival skills, but he's in like the tech industry or going to school in the tech industry, but he's an outdoors guy. Okay, so the Tharn Ravagers are built. I do still need to base them, but I want to do that all at once. So right now we're going to move on to Morvana the Dawnshadow. Open that box there. So it is a fully metal model. I thought it would be like a multi-part plastic. Well, I guess it doesn't say on the box, so I'm dumb. I didn't read. So this, we're just, okay, so this is going to be like the short part 2 of this episode. I'll just, come on, there we go. Clean this off and then take a break, wash everything, maybe do some more dishes. I have to do the dishes, oh my goodness. And I have to cook for myself. My goodness, what has this world come to? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll take a break for dinner. Do that. Why not? Maybe I can like put up 3 episodes today. Or maybe in like, maybe I'll put it up tomorrow. Nope. Now let's just put it all up today. I want to get some work done. And I also have another commission coming in Monday, actually. And yeah, it's for an old friend of mine. When cause like we used to frequent a Games Workshop, right? I met all these guys, and we sort of keep in touch. Some of us, anyway. And he wants his stuff painted. He had his stuff painted by me like a long time ago, while we were still going there, while the Games Workshop was still open. But then since then he like moved to Saskatchewan, Alberta, maybe Saskatchewan, for school. And since then he's graduated, looking for a job. I guess he's in a job now. He has a job. And he wanted me to paint his stuff, because now he has money. And commissioning costs money. A lot of money. But hey, I ain't complaining. Someone wants to pay me to paint their stuff. I am not only flattered, but I am honored and will take that on. I know how some people, they like scoff at people who not do commissions necessarily, but commission people. And it's like, why? We're all hobbyists, we all do this as a hobby. Some of us, you know, help fuel their hobby by, you know, taking on work. And they just love this stuff so much that they're willing to get paid for it. And still not get burnt out and think that this is like a job or whatever. But that's, you know, that's not the point, right? The point would be, like, the people who commission things don't necessarily not like painting. They just, you know, don't feel they have the skills in order to paint this. They don't have the time to learn. They don't want to learn. They just want to get into gaming. All sorts of reasons. And frankly, it's not my business. None of my business. It doesn't matter to me. I'll take on any project. But regardless of the reason, you know, not everyone necessarily likes every single part of the hobby. Some people don't like the game, right? Don't like to play, so they only like to build or paint, and then they just trade it away or whatever, or just keep it as a collection. And that's just something that passes the time. They don't like the gaming part. Some people don't like the painting part, want the game. So instead of having like the gray faceless army, you pay someone to paint it up for you, right? Just like in any other hobby, you can like collect cars, but you know, another aspect of the hobby is building the freaking car. Not everyone likes to build a car. Although I guess you can say that they're two completely different hobbies, but they still fall under the same topic. I guess that's true for tabletop gaming, right? Like, it's tabletop war game. So when you say that, it's the gaming part is the hobby, and then the painting and assembly is another hobby that is like a part of it, like a direct part of the hobby. It's like they're partnered. Although I can understand, like, if you're entering these things into painting competitions, that you shouldn't be able to win because it's not your work. I can see that. That's fine. But I mean, like, maybe you can still enter it under the name of the person you commissioned it from, right? But of course, you know, there's, like, they should be there, right? So yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Oh no! Last bit here is her sword, and it is bent. Oh, look at that. No, that's not too bad anymore. I fixed it a bit, so. So this Tuesday, I am gonna play some D&D with my buddies. My day off. People are free. Just like, I guess, Tuesday evening, we're gonna go over to our friend's house and just drink, play D&D, and yeah. I'm gonna talk about that more next episode, probably. Because since now that I've just finished cleaning this, I'm gonna have to call an end to this episode. So, and that ends our episode today. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And have a good day. See you next time.